Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review Studio, and welcome back to another X Plus model kit review. This time it falls in line with the Jurassic Park theme. There are numerous kits being released by X Plus on dinosaurs here, and this is the Spinosaurus in 1/35 scale. Spinosaurus stands for spiny lizard. Now, this particular dinosaur made its debut in Jurassic Park III, as you can see with the box art here. Most of these X Plus kits have been very highly anticipated by myself and other modelers out there, so I received this about a month ago, and I failed to give you all a review for it. So here it is in its glory, and you can see it has wonderful box art there. Crane. The paint up on this is fantastic. It doesn't tell me who painted this. This would be a 2024 release, and like I said, it is a 1/35 scale plastic injected molded kit. Okay, nothing on the back, and there you go. So let me go ahead and take the wrapping off, and we'll give this a quick look. And just to give you a close-up of the box art here, you can see this appears to be a photograph of the actual model kit. I love the paint up of it. It looks very nice. Very cool there. And that right there. Very cool. And obviously I have not opened the box yet. Give it a quick look here. And a little bit of string here must represent some the cabling for the crane. And we'll get a closer look at the plastic. It's hard to tell exactly the color of this plastic right now, but as you can see, it's just jammed full of plastic here. And the base, which is not in plastic, and the Aurora style kit instructions that are in plastic. Let's go ahead and look at the instructions first. And here they are. Just to fold this out here, fold out style instruction sheet here. And there we go, a little better view there. Pretty simple to follow, it looks like. Let's give you a closer look here real quick. And you can see there, detail view of the figure 1, working on the head and neck area, the mouth, teeth. And figure 2, working on the body halves, inner body halves. So like the other X Plus kits, they actually give us an inner body, then an outer shell that goes over the top. And that's what they're showing here. And again, now assembling the body, head, the legs, tail, and that's what we should have there. Going up to figure 4, the base, the crane, And next is the paint up guide here. The colors to be used there: gray, brown, white, yellow, red, khaki, blue, gray, black, red, like I was saying, for the logo on the bottom. And talking a little bit how to paint it with a distinct white body line. Color pencils be easier to mark the white body lines. So that's very cool there. They do give us some tips on painting and what to do with that. Keep an eye out for these other kits coming up. The Velociraptors, blue and beta. So there we go with that. Let's go ahead and look at the parts. So the plastic is dark gray. All of it looks to be the same color. And like I said, this did come out in 2024, made in China. You can kind of see what that says there. Universal Studios, LLC, and Amblin Entertainment. And the other base here. They are numbered. And the inner body shell, as they call it, kind of like a mannequin. When you have the mannequin, which has the inner body, and then you dress the mannequin with clothing. In this case, we're going to dress it with the skin of the dinosaur. But this is very typical of X Plus. They were pretty much doing this with all their kits, which I like. Very well engineered, I think. And two more trees. Go ahead and look at the first tree here. And this is fantastic, I think. The detail on the skin is superb. And just looking to see if X Plus did the undergating with their parts, which they did not. The gates look very good. Let's get a closer look. So the underside of the kit, normally I've been seeing some undergating going on along with these sprues, and this time they did not do that. It's just a single little attachment there that's very easy to clean. It's not something you need to worry about. Makes it very nice. And here's a close view of the lizardy type skin, dinosaur type skin. Do we really know what the dinosaurs look like? Maybe so. Of course, we have the fossils and bone evidence that they were on our Earth. Very cool there. Bring over the other one. Very fine detail there for the skin. This could be the under part of the body. And wow, that's going to be fun to paint. Be fun to weather, washes, apply your washes. Like I said, maybe using some of those new AK pins on this. I haven't used those. I have no idea how good they are. I may get some just to try it out on this build. And two more trees in the next bag here. Go ahead and look at the first one here. These would be the legs, the hind legs. Very cool there. Get a closer look. Here you go. Very cool. Looks like some slide molding could have went on here. There's a seam there. You'll have to clean up the seam along that, but it's very minor. I don't think you'll lose much detail with that. You can probably clean it up with an X-Acto blade, but not bad at all. Just by the way it was molded. And I'm not really sure what those are. Those look like his teeth. Very hard to tell. And looks like there's his upper arms. Little miniature arms, right? My wife went to get something from, I think it was Wendy's or somewhere, I'm not sure, going through the drive-thru. She has a shoulder injury, and the guy in the window was like not wanting to stick his arms out the window. He's like, my wife goes, why doesn't he use those dinosaur arms of his? Because he doesn't want to, you know, reach out of the window with his dinosaur arms. But I thought that was funny when she said that. Cool. The detail is great. Those claws. Definitely a nice kit so far. And 2 more trees in the next bag. Go ahead and look at this one first. And this contains his tail, part of his hands and arms, his spine. And looks like that was slide molded in a way. Very cool. Let's get a closer look. Very detailed there. Very cool. And the next one, smaller details. Looks like we have more of his teeth going on here, the claws, the upper arms or legs. Let's get a closer look. And close-up view there. Very cool. And there's his jaw and teeth. Very nice. And the other part of the jaw and teeth, very sharp. And more, I guess, his toes and claws. And one of the other arms. Once again, detail on this side. Detail on each side here. Okay. And I'm saving his head and face for last, but here is our crane and some of the other parts of the diorama. 2 trees were included here. Definitely we have some slide molding technology going on with these parts. I think that's cool. And like I said, this is the back side of this tree. We'll turn it over. We get the logo, part of the base, and part of the crane itself. Let's get a closer view. And this would be the footprint with the splash, which I think is really cool. And we get the logo there, Jurassic Park III. And part of the crane there. Again, more of the crane and the front of the crane. Would have been nice if they'd given us that in clear plastic. So there's nothing really that stops you from cutting that out and putting your own acetate in there for the windows. There's the back side. Really there's no details inside though. You'd have to scratch build an interior for it. And the next tree, quite a bit of engineering was done just for the molds for this because of the slide molding. You can see there we have that going on, and it's kind of nice because it gives us less parts to assemble. This would be very complicated if we were having to assemble all these different girders and beams and such. So it made it nice that they used the slide molding technology to give us these parts. Get a closer view. And there you go. That's very cool. Parts of the crane there. I think it's very nice. There's our big hook. Do it that way. And that. It's very cool. And that would be your spool of cabling there. So speaking of cabling, we received this, and that will be our cabling. It's very nice. It looks to scale, looks very nice. And the last bit is his head. I think this is the best part. So let's go ahead and look at these individually here. This would be the bottom of his head, bottom of the jaw. Very well detailed. Very well engineered there. You can see how everything snaps together there. Now we'll bring over the top of the head, and definitely a great little canvas to paint his eyes. Very nice. And here you go. A little bit of a closer view. Okay, great. And just to give you an idea on how this kind of goes together, like that. And there you go. That was an open box review of the X Plus Model Kit 1/35th scale Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park III. Kit number 411. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and smash that like button. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Pick one up for yourself, and there's many more to come.